because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, Senior, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they win defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to not get away, that's a pretty good end result. Not when you expected when the play began.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second and 5 now. Wilson.
No.
Here he lost the football.
What? Are you fucking serious right now?
He's at the 50.
Are you fucking serious?
10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So many times tight games decided by one big play. It's the offense here. It's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody makes a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean that's good.
Dude, this is crazy, dude. I'm gonna knock the fuck down, big dog.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker.
I'm gonna go play online. Get better off that. Players, 13 players.
following featuring...
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack on first down, Wilson on the slant completes to Sutton.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Oh, he bowls over him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here we go, here we go. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow voids the target, and he has it over the middle. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
11 mighty.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Here we go.
He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback. You got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 61 yards. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
One, ready?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
11, mighty.
Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Burrow looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Thomas.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Here we go.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll give it to Mixon. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
11 MT,
Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, Extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Slant pass to Boyd. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Here we go.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Let's go!
Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And what do you hear over and over and over on Hail Marys, Charles? You've got to watch for the batted ball.
In all those years that I played, the proper teaching was go up and bat the ball down. Don't go up and try and catch it, because if you don't, you could actually be the one that deflects it in the air. I wonder if that's going to change a little bit. We're seeing so many deflections and big plays like this. I wonder if they're going to start telling, just go up and get the football, please.
But, man, talk about a deflating way to lose a football game. It doesn't get any more gut-wrenching than that.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that, because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit.
And this throw will be intercepted. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Albert Okuwebu now on the intended target. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Williams pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Past the 20.
looked at my Brooklyn, cause he shot rack, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches.